Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Alliance. Of course, I'm your host, Clay, and with me, like every single week, this is, a little bit of a teaser for what's to come in the future. This is actually the second time Katie and I have met this week. Katie, how you doing?
I'm okay. You know what? We have placebo coffee for my migraine that I'm having. We have water, of course, too. So, we're staying hydrated, kind of, sort of, trying to survive,
I'm
basically.
gonna go ahead and apologize. Today has been a very busy day for Abby and I. It was a no cook night, so I have Wingstop literally right next to me. So if you see me grab a French fry out of nowhere, just know that it's Wingstop, really, literally right next to me. So, guys, before we jump into things, we always forget to push this out the very beginning of episodes. Guys, we are on social media now. We are on Instagram, we are on Threads, and we are on Blue Sky. You're going to see a lot more posts from us. Currently, I am in the middle of something kind of big. Announcement will be coming eventually. I can't even say soon because I have zero idea when all of that is going down. But uh, if all of a sudden you just kind of see us drop off the face of the earth when it comes to social media, that is why I am the one running it. And I try to jump on there when I can. That being said, we also have a Gmail account as well as a hotline. Of course, that is 830-538-4828. Whoever wants to call and leave us a message or text and leave us a message, you always can. Leave us a review. Leave us your thoughts on the show. Leave us your thoughts on the most recent Star Wars book that you have read. Any type of recommendations, stuff like that. We welcome everything. So, yeah, just remember to leave some sort of username or tag or something so we can acknowledge you when we read it on air. But with that, oh yeah, of course, silly me, Blue Sky, Instagram, Threads, and Gmail, Star Wars Alliance, no A in the Wars, very important. Don't forget it. Katie, there's
Clay.
not much of anything out there except for two major things.
Two major
One
things.
is, of course, the Mandalorian Grogu trailer. That is something
Yes.
we are going to talk about tonight, as well as I saw your very vague message on our Star Wars Alliance chat.
Well,
You
just forget
couldn't
about that
find.
one because I couldn't look, I couldn't find it.
Well,
So,
I did want to just preface this, and I'll go ahead and say it so we can move it on to either next week or a future conversation. Uh, John Boyega had a lot of thoughts on how he would change up and pursue the Star Wars story with his, of course, saga in the sequel trilogy.
yep.
And he brought up some key points that a lot of people are like praising him for. There's some people who are like, "Hey, you need to like just like slow your roll there, buddy," and like all these different things. I feel like that within itself may be like a main topic within itself because there's a
Yeah.
lot to kind of break down there. So just so you know, we are aware of him talking about it. We will get back to you when we have, because I was the same way. I only saw people quoting things that he was saying and nobody
Yeah.
actually dropping the actual interview. So that's what I was a little annoyed with. So we will get back to you on that. But Mandalorian Grogu. This also had what I feel like is kind of polarizing reactions from people.
Really? I haven't been on social media much, especially
Well,
this
like
past week, guys, because I've been dealing with migraine. So I've seen nothing, basically.
I say polarizing. I say polarizing in the means of like with each other. There's again people on one side that are like, "Yeah, Mandalorian Grogu, this is gonna be awesome,
Mhm.
Star Wars, yeah." And then there's other people that's just like, "Why do we need this?" I even saw somebody say, "Wow, this looks like a dumbed down version of the TV show. Like this looks like a filler episode in the grander story that should be on the Mandalorian." Like it doesn't look like that big of a highlight of a film that it should. So I
Well,
thought that was an interesting take.
and people are, I'm not going to say dumb, but I feel like that's a dumb take because it's Star Wars. And people always forget the very first trailer you see, you don't see plot in the trailer. The
Mm-hmm.
first trailer is always for visuals and like fun
Yeah.
moments.
Yeah.
That's all this trailer was. um, Based on research we did with Star Wars Celebration, it appears like this is actually maybe 50-50 convention trailer, but also new
New
footage.
footage. Yeah.
Um, so that kind of is exciting, in my book because they're breaking that previous precedent, the precedent that they have set. So I really enjoyed this trailer. I think it looks like a lot of fun. I do think there's a lot of fun visuals at play. I mean, sure, is this probably going to be what a TV movie looks like for Disney Plus? Maybe, but I do think that it's getting a lot of, if you what you're saying is accurate, it's getting a lot of heat for no good reason because this looks fun.
Yeah, and I think that is partially true. I think for me, the biggest complaint that I have for the entire release of this trailer
Hmm.
is the poster. Like that's really the only
The
thing.
poster is so ugly.
And
Um,
I will say this. Somebody did mention that the Mandalorian and Grogu has had 3 different logos since its announcement.
it has, yes.
I think that's a little wild.
It's something that's very common right now because I feel like Thunderbolt had like 4 or 5 logos. Um,
Did it really?
so yeah.
Huh.
Plus the whole New Avengers thing, like technically is another logo in and of itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Um,
I feel like that's just a thing right now. Is that you get the concept art, and then you get the trailer, and then you get the final logo.
yeah.
Like that's basically what this is. The logo doesn't bug me. Realistically, I could probably get over the poster.
Hmm.
But for some reason, where like you typically have like your billing for the actors at the top,
Yeah.
they chose to list Pedro Pascal as the Mandalorian. And they also said starring Grogu as himself. I just, I can't get over that. Like, how dumb is that?
It is so it's
He's a
a
puppet. He's a
he is
puppet.
a puppet. But it's part of the immersion. It's part of like Grogu is bigger than all of us type of ideal, right? Um do
Then
I
put it, then put it like a normal billing. The thing takes up the entire right corner of the poster, basically.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the poster now. Um it is very we all said the same thing in the GUA chat. Everybody had the same
Mm.
sentiment. We understand the idea behind or the reasoning behind the creative choices of making the poster as is.
Yep.
One, you're wanting to make it feel nostalgic. This very much looks like an old school, like Indiana Jones
It does.
adventure esque poster. You look at something like old school as the Goonies. same type of thing. And it has that oil painting look. This is on purpose. They're wanting to get all of those feelings that you had when watching those childhood movies, so you're excited for this. But there is just so much going on. The font is all over the place. Because like you said, the
Will you share your screen?
well, this one is kind of small, so
Okay.
I'm trying to find like a full page poster of it, and like you go into Wikipedia and you click it, and it's like literally the size of a freaking domino. It's like, what the hell is going on? That's not what I looked for.
That
But
was my issue right now.
let me see if I can find maybe this one. This is bigger. Okay, I can deal with this. I can deal with this one. Yes. Okay. So here is the poster. So you can't see my cursor, unfortunately, just because of the way StreamYard works. But you have in the top corner, you have the credits. You have your cast, right? Oh, you can see my. Okay, cool. You
Yeah.
see Din Djarin, you see Grogu. Very fat in the middle here, you have the actual title card. Then you have the release date, and then down here you have a slogan. This is all over the place. Somebody also pointed out you have Din Djarin in this poster twice, and you have Grogu here 3 times. Like, I think that's a little like excessive.
Yeah.
You know,
I didn't even notice that, but yeah, like your poster should only have characters on it once in my book.
you would so like, for instance, the only way I could see that being like, hey, it's okay if for if you look at every Iron Man poster, you're gonna see Robert Downey Jr. and Iron Man. Those are technically 2 different characters because Robert Downey Jr. is playing Tony Stark, and then you see Iron Man. Now, we as fans of The Mandalorian know what Din Djarin looks like under the mask. But because we're playing into all of that, we're not going to have Pedro Pascal on the poster. Although, I do think that's a mistake. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I think not having Pedro Pascal's face on the poster is a mistake.
Especially for this one where it is borderline immersive, if you want to call it that. Like, show the man. You put his name on the poster. This is not immersive to that extent. You can put the guy on the poster. Have him front and center with Grogu, and then you have everybody else, and you can get away with Grogu being there multiple times, I feel like.
Now, I just saw both the Mandalorian and Grogu are on this poster 3 times. So, there is, of course, the very top, Din Djarin right here, next to his name. Then if you look right next to the word or the number May 22nd, off to the right,
that's him too.
is him facing this like some sort of dragon-esque serpent thing. And then on the walker, he is also there. So he is there 3 times, as well as Grogu on the poster 3 times.
I feel like if you showcase Pedro Pascal's face, the whole point of having Pedro Pascal in this movie, we know that he was brought on set, that he's going to be showing his face in the movie. The whole point of having him in this is to put people's butts in seats in a theater.
Yeah.
You need to hype the man up.
Yeah. I think so.
You also have Sigourney Weaver. I don't understand if you were going to play into, okay, let's put Grogu as himself on here. Put Pedro Pascal, Grogu, Sigourney Weaver.
I think you, like, how could you not have
She's on the damn
Sigourney
poster.
Weaver?
Put her in the billing.
Yes, 100%. As big of an actress as she is, as big of a like sci-fi hero that she is, due to Aliens or Alien and Aliens. you should 100% have her name on the billing, have her name on the poster. And I just think that it's a super silly poster. Again, I think for one, us talking about it is doing the marketing that it's meant to have. You know,
Yes.
we're doing their job. We are doing exactly what they want. We are talking about it. That's what they want. I'm curious to see what other posters will look like in the future. If they will try to keep this aesthetic, if they will hear some of the feedback and say, "Hey, maybe we do need to change this up a bit."
Hmm.
So I am looking forward to that. But the trailer within itself, Katie, we said, it's 50-50. There is some of the celebration footage, some of what is new. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I think that they changed the trailer specifically because the trailer was, and I'll go ahead and spoil this for the celebration video, because I do think that you will eventually see it. The trailer had a cold open of like Mando Din Djarin like completely slaughtering stormtroopers. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
And then of course what ended up happening in real life and all of that, I think maybe there was an idea of like, hey, maybe we should change this up a little bit. So I'm not going to say that's the reason for the delay. We all know that the reason because of the delay was the whole Jimmy Kimmel thing. Disney was under fire. Disney
Hmm.
was kind of running with like a chicken with his head cut off. So that's why the trailer didn't debut for that reason. But the new footage that we saw, there's some people. Okay, so I don't know if you have the trailer in front of you. People are freaking out at the character in. Let's see here. I know how to do this. I know how to do this. How do I do it? There we go. Frame by frame, second by second. In on 41 seconds, there is a character that I don't recognize whatsoever, but people were freaking out because of it.
Okay, hang on, I'm pulling it up. Okay, come on, StarWars.com YouTube channel. Help me out here. Okay, you said
At
41 seconds.
41 seconds, I don't know. Like, I can't remember where I saw the tweet. I don't know if I bookmarked it or not.
So somebody said that this is potentially, I think I remember seeing the tweet you're talking about, that this is potentially a adult alien from Jabba's palace in Return of the Jedi.
Oh.
There's I wouldn't be able to find the tweet because I did see the tweet you're talking about. And my closed captions are on and it doesn't say anything. Yeah. That's the tweet is the if you look closely in the background of Return of the Jedi at Jabba's palace, I don't know at what point the alien there as you like see them come through looks familiar to this guy.
Okay. Okay. Like, I did not recognize the species whatsoever. It kind of looks like a weird like serpent type thing
Mm-hmm.
that has like a dome like head. But he has arms. He's carrying some sort of like staff, as we see in that split second of the trailer. But we see Zeb in this trailer
Mm-hmm.
as well. And we also see these giant droids, huge droids. Katie, this is kind of like the first that I've seen of this type of like humanoid droid esque thing.
Are you talking about in like the fighting pit?
Yeah,
Oh,
Din
these guys
Djarin is
at
like shooting
57
them.
seconds.
Yeah, like 57, 58 seconds. These two droids Din Djarin is shooting at. Have you ever seen any type of like Juggernaut-esque droid like this before?
It would probably go back to Legends, if I'm being honest. Probably
Okay.
in the New Jedi Order, what the Vong robots that Lando designs. And I'm sorry, I'm kind of spoiling that that's going to happen, but because we're talking about that on Patreon, guys, like come join us.
Yes, yes, for
Uh,
sure.
that's probably the thing that I can think of off the top of my migraine-addled brain.
Okay. And then as far as everything else in the trailer, a lot of exposition shots, a lot of wide shot of explosions, and
Like
then we
there's
see a
literally no dialogue in this,
yeah.
guys.
There's no dialogue in this whatsoever. I think even when Sigourney Weaver is here, it's just the moment with Grogu when he's trying to use the Force
Mm-hmm.
to grab the bowl. Um,
Oh, I do take that back. There is one piece of dialogue at the end, the when Grogu shoots the mouse thing and the Babu Frick character goes, "Good shot, baby."
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I was literally about to bring that up. This like mouse rat thing looks absolutely terrifying. By the way, it looks like a cyclops type of rat, and it looks
Yep.
huge. It looks ginormous. But yeah, that is the trailer. I think that this is a good enough trailer to get people hyped.
Mm-hmm.
Again, one thing that you specifically said is there is no story. There is no inkling of. Well, I'll just say this: there's no context to the actual footage that we're seeing,
Correct.
which I think is a great way to get people intrigued. To be like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
why is Mandalorian Grogu running away from these people? Why is Grogu fighting this giant rat? Why is Din Djarin fighting, in this giant pit? Who was that guy that looked like Jabba the Hutt, Because I
Mm-hmm.
feel like that's going to be a majority of the general audience is going to be like, whoa, did Jabba the Hutt have a brother or something like that? That's going to be the main kind of talk of the town, which I think is going to be very, very fun.
Yeah.
But that's essentially it. And we don't have any further news topics. I don't believe. I can double
Yeah, that's all I
check.
remember.
Okay. Looking here. Yeah, nothing whatsoever. So, our main topic, everyone, of the night is Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy Pieces of the Past. This was a 4 episode special. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, and Part 4 are the titles. Now, Katie, I'm going to ask this of you. Can we just talk about this overall?
Oh
Because
yeah.
my question to Disney is why isn't this a movie? Why can't I just sit down and watch this all the way through?
Well, and this was I I feel like we had this conversation about season 1. And I feel like this is Disney's way of trying to skirt the bounds of like contracts basically that they signed with unions.
Mm-hmm.
Um because this is built like a movie. It's just split up into 4 parts. This is a 2-hour movie.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day. And it's paced according to a movie. That is my biggest critique with this. It was my biggest critique with last season of Rebuild the Galaxy was, hey, you're pacing works for a movie. It doesn't work for a TV series. Um,
Yeah.
and the fact that they named this season 2, like this is season 2 of Pieces of, or this is season 2 of Rebuild the Galaxy, and they just made it another TV series
Yeah,
so that they
that was the
can't
other thing.
go.
Like you don't go to Rebuild the Galaxy and go into a drop down menu for season 2 like every other show on every other platform.
Yep,
It's so confusing. I don't know why they would do that.
it's nothing against the show in and of itself. Like the people who made it, this is a corporate decision. I'm like 100% betting to split this up and go, no, this needs to be a TV show, but you're only given 2 hours.
Yep.
If you wanted it to be a TV show, you really needed another hour because Solitus is so intriguing. And I know you can go, oh, well, this is Lego Star Wars, so it's for kids. No, there's adults watching this too. And
Yes,
stop saying
100%.
that kids are dumb.
I the one thing that I it's funny that we're talking about Lego here because we just recently uh brought up the conversation of Lego on Ranger Alliance. Power Rangers would be a phenomenal IP
Yeah.
that Lego could attach to. Here, with Lego, Lego has shown time and time again with its writing, with its comedy, that this is not just a kids show slash movie or product. No 12-year-old is coughing up the money for a $160 Lego set.
Yep.
Sorry, not happening. It's in the kids section. It's in the toy section. Adults are buying that and they're building it. Sorry, they are.
Yep.
I really love the Lego IP. I wish I had the money to purchase a Death Star, a Millennium Falcon, and all of those other things. It's crazy expensive. But I think that Lego, like I said, knows its audience, can make these jokes. Like, there's, in the very last part, Ahsoka, which, by the way, not a huge fan of her being, like, the only odd one out.
Until the very end.
But I get the joke. The joke is, like, nobody kind of liked her in the beginning anyway. She was different, so
Yep.
she needed to be different in this. And then at the very end, she's like, oh, I'm the perfect fit for this one scenario. Awesome. And like I appreciate that. There's
Yeah.
so many levels of that. And then like I almost got teary-eyed because like hearing Ashley be as like playful
Vulnerable.
sounding in this series and at the very end saying, "Oh, I haven't had this much fun since the Clone Wars." Peak. It's absolutely amazing. I love whoever threw that line in there.
Yeah.
I love you so much. I love that line.
There's so many of those lines in this show where it's just kind of like callbacks. Is like, especially when Luke was like, "Oh, like this is the best day ever for the Skywalker family. Nothing bad is gonna happen on
For
this
once,
day."
nothing bad is going to happen to the Skywalker family.
I was dying, and there's like, the whole Greedo thing with Leia too is absolutely fucking hysterical.
I love, not only do I love that, but I love that Han Solo is literally nowhere to be found. Like, he literally doesn't exist, which I think is absolutely hilarious.
Because he was a villain in the last season.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's
And,
like,
but like, also, like, Chewbacca is like a giant kaiju in this, which makes no sense, but okay. There's we have the return of Darth Jar Jar.
I was dying, and Jar Jar is like, oh, my legs make me so sneaky weaky now. Like,
Now, the only thing that I kind of like hate about his return is literally him just saying, "Hey, I've returned," and then we don't see him ever again. Like that's kind of the one thing. Like he didn't have any more screen time than that one segment.
yeah.
Um,
He
and
still has
then
lines, but he's not like a main character. Like he has the bit at the end where he's like, "Do you guys think that we should just join them and just have peace in our galaxy?" And
yeah,
Rose
yeah.
Tycho's like, "Nah, dude."
But the entire premise of this season is you brought up there is a new character
Solidus.
by the name of Solitus. We find out that he is
Jedi Bob.
Barbarian. Barbarian, that's his name. Barbarian
Barbarian AFOL, you're right.
Afal's master, his old master. He is Jedi Bob's old master. Which I love how like Jedi Bob is trying to get rid of that name. Like, oh, don't call me Jedi Bob. Don't call me Jedi Bob. I'm your master now. Don't call me Jedi Bob.
Mhm.
I was literally in the store this week. Me and Amberlyn walked through the toy section. I was like, oh, Legos. Oh, Star Wars. Jedi Bob is plastered all over those boxes. You're not getting rid of the name, dude. I'm sorry. But Jedi Bob's master. What was his name again?
Solitus.
Solitus. Solitus was basically he. I don't know if he was the one who found or if they just stumbled upon the Force hold.
He was the one who found it on a holocron.
Yeah, that's right. Of the Force hold.
Mhm.
And Jedi Bob saw this as a dangerous thing, and like he could see that Solitus was, gonna be using it for nefarious reasons and all of that. And so in a flashback, we see that Jedi Bob pushed him into the Force hold, and then he was lost forever, or so he thought. We have, of course, the two main brothers, Sig and
Dev.
Dev. That's right. Darth Devastator. That's right. Dev, having these very intense dreams slash nightmares, and we find out that it's all Solitus. Solitus is the one
Mhm.
that's manipulating them to use the dark side and the light side of the Force, that being the Force building versus the Force destruction, to get him out of the Force hold. When this happens, I love every choreographed fight in this because I
Mhm.
love the cleverness of the building. Because
It's so
animators have to
good.
think about that. Like writers
Mhm.
have to think about that. I think it's very unique and it's very fun. What do you think?
The fight scenes are just super fun, and like especially in the final episode with the final battle with Solitus, where they're building and breaking and building, and just Dev diving to save Sig from going back into the Force hold. It's super creative to add these things into the fight, but you also see how much the characters grow during this, because like Jedi Bob is backseat Jediing. And I love how Sig's like,
That was fun. I
stop
like that.
backseat Jediing. Like, it's like duck, build, spin. It is like, you could totally see Jedi Bob doing that based on the character that Bobby Moynihan has built. And it's
Yeah.
just so much fun.
And that was another thing. Oh, one thing that I feel like should be, our first thing to talk about that we didn't talk about. How'd you feel about the opening crawl?
I was cackling. I was dying so hard. It was like, because that's totally what I feel like happens in like the Lego Star Wars video games. Sometimes it's
Hmm.
like you see that, but then like there was one video game where you could like go back and it was like a post credit, but you were like in the crawl and you were like in the ships and you were like diving around and stuff. Or maybe
Hmm.
I'm making that up. I don't know. Um, but it felt so much fun.
The Lego, the Lego series, this Lego series in particular, Rebuild the Galaxy, genuinely feels like a sandbox filled with Legos.
Hmm.
And they do it on purpose. It's very, very fun. Sig, during the opening crawl, he's the one narrating. And then he's like,
Yep.
I'm getting tired of this. This is going too slow. I'm going to do this my own way. And then literally jumps into the credits, starts jumping on all the letters, building things with his force building, and explaining everything that has happened. Of course, in the first Rebuild the Galaxy season, and kind of setting the path to where we are today. I really dig that. I like that a lot. Do you have any favorite cameos in this one?
Let's be real, okay? Let's be real. When Yessie said Mara, when she was counting down the like people who she could contact for the alliance, and she said Mara, I jumped up. It was like, what?
I was hoping that this was one cameo that they just kept hidden from the entire community just to see your reaction, and it hurt me so much. By the end of the show, we didn't see her. I was like, "Oh
Well,
no!"
okay, I have a headcanon because okay, so there's the skeleton crew, Blue Elephant Kid in the final episode.
Hmm.
He's there and he is talking with this women figurine who's in all white and has straight red hair.
Really? Is this at the very end?
It's at the very end. It's in like the battle sequence. It's like where Yessie is like trying to get her pep talk together. I think it's in the second one. But it's like right before they go out and are like, we're gonna go take those droids down.
Okay, let me see. I have to see this now.
Because like I have no idea who that person is otherwise. Like there's so many cameos in here that I'm gonna have to go to Star Wars Explained review. I'm sure they are going to break down all of the cameos and whatnot in this.
Let me
Oh, here's a
see.
StarWars.com article about our favorite deep cuts and fun facts. Let's see. Um, Sid Griebling's lightsabers gleaming orange. Jackson, a self-proclaimed real deep cut. Um, Ahsoka Tano, obviously. Revan, Baby Yoda, Porgles, the Day Sisters of Dathomir.
I
That was funny.
I loved the reuse of the Porgles, the redesign
I loved it.
of the
Matt was like, they look
Porgles.
like cats. And I was like, what are you talking about? They're porgs and purgles. Like, cat?
Yeah,
What?
I really dug that. I thought that was really really fun. Um, but I'm trying to find the scene because I didn't even notice he was there.
So they do reference it. They don't put the person who I was talking about on screen at the end, but they do in the StarWars.com article. I'm going to share this because obviously I have to. Um, this is the StarWars.com Easter eggs. So here's Yessie, and here's Mara Jade, choices of one. And even this, we had to check if our ears were deceiving us, but the captions confirmed.
Oh, okay. So, of course, I cannot share this because I'm on Disney Plus. They're gonna stop us from being able to view it.
Yes.
But I literally paused on the exact scene
Okay, yeah, that one.
So you believe this is
It
Mara?
could be. It could be.
Okay.
I'm
So,
not saying it is. I'm saying I don't know of any other redheaded Star Wars character.
and I'm having trouble thinking of one either. That's the problem. Is like I don't think there is one.
She's dressed in all white, which is a little weird. But if she's on the good side,
I was gonna say if she's opposite of what she's supposed to be in Star Wars lore, she is going to have, all white. You also, one thing that I picked up here, Cad Bane has a green lightsaber
yep,
in this season. We also see, oh shoot, what is her name
the
from
BB wing,
which one?
BB wing ship.
Yes,
Sorry,
BB
I'm
Wing.
scrolling through. Are you
We
talking
also
about Jedi?
uh
Because
well
Jyn Erso was a Sith, and I didn't remember her being a Sith.
no, there was you're right there. There is a hunter sighting. It's
Yes,
almost a blink and you miss it. On
there's
like
Hunter
two.
and Wrecker.
I didn't see Wrecker. What the heck?
I saw him today when I was rewatching it.
Oh, there he is. He's literally like he's one of the last like behind the crowd. I see him now.
Yep. Oh, apparently in Pirate Queen Amidala's ship, there's obviously we know Cassian Andor. There's Zam Wessel, Nia Nub, and also Kyle Katarn also makes an appearance.
I am an idiot. I watched this episode almost 3 full times and didn't realize that the person in the freaking center is Omega.
Oh, is that who that is? I kept trying to figure that out.
It's not like they're gonna have multiple characters of the same character. So it's not like it's
Yeah.
young Annie. That's Omega.
Yeah, that
So
is.
so we have Wrecker, we have Hunter, we have Omega. Who is the oh, the rebellion build on hope? That's Andor. Uh, that's his like coat and everything. Um,
Yep.
oh wait, is that who the redhead? Oh wait, no, she has. Is she redhead? She's redhead. Um, 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 um. Oh my gosh, Mon's cousin.
No, she's not redheaded. She's blonde.
Is she a blonde?
The other person I thought of was Mon, but I was like, Mon with long hair? Like,
Yeah, it just looked a little off. Huh. Okay.
um, we'll have to watch the Star Wars Explained video when he goes through all the
When he
cameos
breaks
and
everything
stuff.
down. Yeah, that's what I was thinking also. There is also who is the name of we're actually going to be reading their story. Um the trooper who uh leaves the First Order. Um the female
Oh my gosh.
that everybody thinks is Lando's daughter.
Yeah, I know. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because she's a Jedi.
She's a Jedi in here as well. Which I thought was really really cool. But also, one thing
She was in the
that
first. She was in the first season.
she was in the first season too. Okay,
Yeah, Jana,
yeah, that's right. Okay,
Jana.
Jaina or Jana, one of the two. I want. I'm going to speak it into existence now. Either before or after season. I'm going to put this in quotations. Season 3 is announced. Either before or after season 3 is announced, we are also going to get an announcement of a Rebuild the Galaxy video game.
I could dig it.
I want a Rebuild the Galaxy video game where either Lego, you can come talk to me, okay? I have all you. I'm your idea man. Either we play as Sig going through this adventure of rebuilding the galaxy, or you create your own character.
And Sig is the reference person.
I
Is
think
Bob.
Sig. No, I think Sig could be like the companion that you follow. That you like. He is the one that like you're still following the story, but like
Okay.
you get to play as this other Jedi that is, you know, you can make Jedi Jar Jar, or
Yeah.
you get to pick a character in existence that is not a canon Jedi and make them into a Jedi for this game.
Yeah.
I think that would be fun.
That would
I
be
think
super fun.
Yeah, and you could even play as if you weren't a Jedi, because I think that just because you are a Force builder does not mean that you are a Jedi. So like if
Correct.
that's not your thing, if you want to play like freaking you get to choose Mandalorian freaking Padme. Boom. Like, but you're a Force builder, you know? Like, I think the I know it could be a little like convoluted, but I think the concept
Yes.
is fun. I think that the idea of a Rebuild the Galaxy game could be a lot of fun.
I agree. I think, and I think Lego is going to be searching for the next Star Wars thing to do. So Rebuild the Galaxy makes sense. I feel like.
Now, I will say this. They are having a lot to chew on with their most recent announcement with Legacy of the Dark Knight. That's going to be
Yeah.
a massive game.
I am
But
excited for that, but I don't have a console that will work with that.
I am very excited for it also. But I do think that in recent years, Lego has not been churning out the games like they used to. And so
Yeah.
I think they're focused on bigger projects. With that being said, after Dark Knight, I think going back to Star Wars would be fun with Rebuild the Galaxy.
Yeah. For sure.
Was there anything here that you wanted to specifically call out, talk about?
I think Dan Stevens did a really incredible job with Solitus. He sounds like himself, but he also has just a lot of promise in general as a character in the Star Wars universe. So I really dug what he did with Solitus. Again, would have loved to have like 2 more episodes with Solitus as a focus, just because I feel
Mm-hmm.
like so cool. Um, I loved the Snoke pit. Um, that was hysterical. I was like, what the heck? Because
I
she's like,
love how they were. I love the nodding joke that they all did. Like
mhm.
it started with Sig, and it went through everybody, and then it went to Luke, and then to every single one of the Snoke clones, and then back to Luke, and he's like, "Is this supposed to mean something? Why is everybody nodding at me? Like, what's
Yep.
going on?" I thought that was absolutely hilarious as well. I loved the Skywalker reunion. We
Yeah.
had every single member of the Skywalker family together. Um, Darth Vader talking about his first love, and they're like, "That means she's our mom." Like it's like I thought it was absolutely hilarious. I'm trying to think of any other moments here.
It really is just a blast, guys, getting to see all of this happen on screen. This is what Star Wars is always meant to be. It's just plain fun. And so I am glad that Disney has kind of made this a priority. I do think the Rebuild the Galaxy has been much more successful of a storytelling versus the Lego holiday specials that they were doing.
Yes, I 100% agree.
And you
Although
don't
I
have to
liked,
pretend that these are canon. Like
yes,
everybody was trying to make the holiday specials work in canon.
yeah, and I liked the anthology-esque feel to the holiday specials, to where like we got more than one story, but I like this, even though it's separated into 4 different episodes, because it really should be a movie. I do like this. One character that we didn't bring up, which was the talk of the town before it even aired, was Darth Revan. I liked how everybody was like, I really hope that they, like, there was a debate whether they would choose for Revan to be a male or a female. Didn't find out. They kept it silent.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Exactly. I liked that they kept Revan very canonically accurate. If you ever play, if you ever get the chance to play, Katie, or watch the scenes, you play as, spoiler alert for a almost 20-year-old game, 25-year-old game. Jeez, gosh, I can't even remember how old that game is. Your character regains their memories and finds out that you are Darth Revan. But your character doesn't talk in the game, because it is a type of game where you choose which responses you have, but you don't have an actual voice actor play in your spot. So you never get to hear the voice of your character. So it's canonically accurate. Revan just doesn't speak whatsoever in this special. But we do get Darth Kenobi in here as well.
That was funny because he has like a goodbye there when he like flies out of the force hold. It was like goodbye there.
Yeah.
Instead of hello there.
I thought it's these clever, silly, corny jokes that actually work for Lego's aesthetic. I think it's a very, very good. But with that, guys, I think that is it for tonight's episode. We will be back next week with the review of Revenge of the Sith.
The novelization.
Yes, novelization Revenge of the Sith. I've already told Katie that I have a hot take. She wants to go ahead and retire me and get a new co-host. I have not shared in full length what that hot take is. I've only shared about half of it. So we'll see how that review goes. With that being said, guys, the deluxe edition is nearing its release. So remember to pick that up, because we are going to review that as well. We're going to talk about all the annotations, talk about the new it comes with a new
the cover, the sprayed edges.
It's sprayed edges, but it also has a new opening. It has like a new I can't remember who wrote the new
I don't feel like it has a new opening.
Not like narratively wise. It has a
dedication.
Not a new dedication. I know what I'm thinking, and the words that are processing through my mouth are not all the same.
It'll hit you as soon as we hang up.
It usually does. It usually does. But we will be talking about that when it is released. Guys, we have a lot of reviews in the fall and winter of this year. So I'm trying to keep up. And I'm here on the show. So be
If we
on the
need to
lookout
slow
for those
down, we
reviews.
can. I don't want
Yes,
to
yes.
overwhelm you.
No, I mean it's fun. I think more so because just the main project that I am currently working on is taking literally all of my brain cells. So
I get it.
it's a wild ride. But with that, guys, thank you so much for being here. Of course, you can always follow us on Instagram, Blue Sky, and Threads. Again, at Star Wars Alliance. Our hotline and the Gmail, of course, is always available. And you can always follow me at Fanboy Clay on all three of those platforms as well. The hotline again is 830-538-4828. And remember, for all of the handles, including our Gmail, is Star Wars Alliance. There is no A in Wars. That's very important. Don't forget it. Please go check out the Ranger Alliance episode that we just recently had. It was a lot of fun. We are nearing the end. Surprisingly, there is a lot of drama happening with the show, so much that it actually stopped filming. And we will be talking about that in the next episode of Ranger Alliance. So be on the lookout for that as well. Katie, what about you?
Y'all, you can follow me on most social media platforms is at Slice of Katie. I'm in the midst of a migraine spiel at the moment. I've been having this migraine for a week now. So I'm just not present on my phone that much. But I do respond to Clay. So if something is urgent, get to him and then I will get back to you. But yeah, Slice of Katie, most social media platforms. And if not, if you don't get to Clay, then I will get back to you when I get back to social media. I promise. So with that, guys, I want to wish everyone a great day or night, whatever time of day you're listening or watching, and we will see y'all next time. May the Force be with you.